Hi, it's Jim the Iowa Tesla Guy. Welcome back to the channel, and I am here in Des Moines, Iowa at the service center because I am getting some work done on my wife's brand new Model Y. You might ask, what work are you getting done on a brand new Model Y? Oh my God, is it terrible? No, actually we had a delivery issue where there was some scratches and a gouge out of the rear bumper of the Model Y, and the people here were great. They actually pointed out the problem before we even saw it. They said, we have a new bumper on order for you, and when it comes in, we'll swap that out. Unfortunately, that can't be done in the mobile service center, and I had to drive to Des Moines to get that done, and they're going to get that done today, and they said it would take about an hour and a half or 2 hours. But when I got here, the check-in process was super smooth. You walk up just like any dealership, and one thing that I instinctively did is I handed them my key card, and they said, yeah, we don't need that. I'm like, what? How do you get in the car? Well, they said they're actually switching over to a touchless system, which I didn't realize that this service center is geo-fenced with your Tesla and the software, and if it's sitting in the parking lot or in the building, the service technicians have the ability to get into the car and to move the car and do what they need to do with the car without having you have to lock your key in the car or hand your key card over to somebody. I think that is a really cool feature. They're going to be able to expand this system to allow for drop-offs outside of hours. You don't have to worry about locking your key in your car or having a drop box for your key. And I think this is a really good program once they expand it, and it's something that I didn't expect. It was very refreshing, but it's just one more thing where Tesla is able to do it a little bit differently than everybody else. So I'm going to document my journey with today's service update, and I'm going to take you along for the ride. So come on. So I got to the service center about 11:30 in the morning, and they say it's going to take a couple hours to get my car done. They're about ready to pull it in. And I have my loaner car so I can get some lunch. And they gave me a 2016 Model S P90D. And I've never been in a Model S before, and I have to admit, it's very different. And I know it's different than the refreshed with the horizontal screen, but this vertical screen and the screen in front of me, I'm looking forward to seeing what this bad boy can do. Fortunately for me, they have given me full access, and they've even got this Insane Plus. No idea what that is, but we're gonna give it a try. My first drive in a Tesla Model S is complete, just across town, only about 5 miles. A lot of stop and go traffic, but I did have a chance to step on it once in that insane mode. Haven't turned on Insane Plus. Plan to do that. This is a 2016 Model S, and you can really see how far Tesla has come, because this car is much more like a traditional car in a sense that it's got a lot of buttons and a lot of switches for things that in my Model Y are all done through the center console. The first thing you've generally noticed is the big 17-inch screen in this car, and it's in a portrait mode. And for navigation, that is really nice. However, when you're trying to use it for any sort of media, you're really limited to a slice. It's like trying to watch a movie on your phone in portrait mode. I think that's generally why they kind of switched to make everything horizontal. It also has this center console in the front, and from my perspective, it's okay. I don't like it because for me, at my height and where I like to have the steering wheel positioned, and this has a standard steering wheel, it covers up the speed limit. I have to dodge my head up and down to see what speed I'm driving. And in my Model Y, I just glance over to the right a little bit with my eyes, and I can see it. Little things like there's a button for the glove box. Oh my gosh, there's a button for the glove box. Every other car has one, but this one has a button. It's got buttons on the steering wheel all over the place instead of the multi-directional switches and knobs that you have now. You've got scroll wheels, you've got all kinds of other switches. Adjusting the steering wheel, and there are extra stalks on this thing that aren't on a brand new car, and adjusting the mirrors is like a traditional car on the left-hand side. Some of you may really like that. Some of you really like having the tactile feel inside this car. I'm used to the Model Y and the more minimalist side of things, and I think I enjoy the direction that Tesla's going with the Model S. As far as ride, you can tell that this is a sports car. It's only got 53,000 miles on it for being, what, 6 years old. And when you step on it, it goes. And I know it's not a fair comparison to brand new cars, but this thing is lower to the ground. It feels like you're sitting on a mini lawn chair out in the backyard, because when you put your feet down, your knees come a lot higher than they would normally do in a Model Y. This is a sports car, and it feels like a sports car. The handling is tighter. If you are into a sporty car and you can afford a Model S, this is the car for you. So off to get some lunch. That's just my hot take on the Model S. First time being in it, and I can see why Tesla is as successful as they are now, because this is pretty much the car that started it all for Tesla, and it's a cool car. So I dropped my car off at 11:30 in the morning, and they gave me a loaner car around noon. Took my time, went to a local Apple store, got some lunch, came back in the Model S. Very fun car. Got here at around 2 o'clock, and they said the car is done, and they're just charging it up and getting me enough free charge so I can make it home. It's kind of strange seeing a supercharger inside a building, but that's what it's plugged into. And there was a small scratch that we found during pickup, and they addressed that and buffed it out. It's all good to go. So I'm going to be hitting the road here real soon. Overall, the experience here has been great. The people here at the Urbandale, Iowa Service Center are fantastic. And they did a great job during pickup, and today doesn't disappoint at all. So far, Tesla service experience has been spot on. It's a shame that they couldn't have done this through the mobile service. Kind of understand why. I mean, that back cowl is big, but it really having a service center here in Iowa for me is a major convenience. So overall, everything worked out great. So this is just sharing my day and my experience with Tesla service, and the post, what it's like to deal with the post pickup experience if you do find some issues with your car. And I thought I'd share it with you. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I got all kinds of videos out there, from road trip videos to full self-driving videos to review videos, and just general everyday videos like this concerning Tesla. Hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when videos like this and other videos come out. So until the next video, safe driving.